Well, we're back at another wee Scottish burn. This is a little tiddly one. I'm looking around, I'm looking at rocks that are here. There's some amazing looking rocks. Let's have a quick look at them now. How does that tickle your fancy? It's all very clear quartz. A piece there. A piece there. And then there's this beautiful stuff. Look at that. That's got everything in it. That's lovely. Wow. Another piece over here. Look at that, the colours in that. That's spectacular. Ooh. I've just run one test bucket from the gravels and I can see one visible speck. That's a good sign. Yeah, nice little speck there. I can't see nothing else in the riffles. We've also got rock like this that just seems to crumble so easily. Look at the colours in that. Isn't that spectacular? Oh, there's that piece of gold there. Disappeared again. And again, finding that kind of strange looking material. It's conglomerated. It seems to crush at times. Well, I can only see that speck of gold. It's time for a clean up. So there's that speck there. You won't see these with the camera, but there's super micro specks there. Absolutely diddy. There's something down there shining. I also found another piece of quartz. There's all kinds of stuff going on in that when the sun catches it. Can you see that? Look at that. There you go. One piece of Scottish Highland gold. So that was a great little prospect of this wee Scottish burn in the Scottish Highlands. One speck. And if you like to watch these videos, I found one speck. I've got another video for you coming right up now. And here it is. We're back at the English River. It's my first prospecting trip of the year. And I hope you enjoy it. Been a while. Okay, well, hello and welcome back to Mr. Daz P1's Gold Rush UK, and there is no gold rush. I think you all know that, don't you? So where are we today? Well, we're in England. We're in the north of England. Look at these hills around me. They are absolutely stunning. Now, just behind me up there, there's actually a little outcrop on the map that I've seen on the Geological viewer of Great Britain. Why do I know that? I'll show you why later on. The reason why I'm here today, it's all about prospecting. We're not here to find gold. If we find gold, fantastic. I'm not expecting to do. And the key for today is to come here and prospect. I know there's gold 5 miles down there. Is the source from here? I just don't know. There's more questions than answers. And because we're prospectors, we're always looking, we're always searching. So what do I mean by we're always searching? Well, if you're like me and you're out and about, you're in the car, you're walking, I'm always cycling these days. I cycled past here a few weeks ago. I noticed the bridge and I looked up this wee little burn and I'm thinking, I'm gonna come back here. And that's what you do. That is prospecting. So, like always, I'm gonna be true to the viewer. What we see is what we get. So let's go and have a look. Come on, let's start the day. And I'm out with this lad today. Ah, yeah, here he is. He's having a sniff at the camera. You've not been out to a river for a long time, have you, buddy? Yeah, he's looking forward to a good day out. Yeah, good boy. We've got some big stones, big gravel bar. Looks like mudstone to me. There's different intrusions going on. It's the bedrock I'm going to be interested in. If anything, I'll be looking at some of these cracks and crevices. It's always the crevices that, you know, they catch my eye. I brought the sluice, but I might not use it. It just depends really on how we go on. I'm looking around in the rocks here. I'm not finding any quartz lying around at the moment. Well, what's that caught my eye? Oh, we've got stringers going on there. It's clean quartz. So first of all, let's get this rucksack off because it weighs a ton. I'll show you what's in the rucksack as well. So, in the rucksack, what have we got? One gravel pump, you can make them yourself at home. Drain pipe. Cheap bucket. Camera bag with drones. Handy little shovel. These can come in handy for getting into your smaller crevices. Suction pump. Couple of pans and a classifier. Little pinch bar for them stubborn stones in your crevices. My favourite little sluice, like that one. Oh, I brought a glove, neoprene glove for sniping. Only got one of them. Oh, there's the other one. Nice little scoop. Super duper them for getting into your fine crevices, sucking up out all the gravels. A spare end for the pump. Scraper. An extra long spoon, you never know. It just goes on and on, to be honest. More gloves, spare gloves. A nice little scraper for your gravels. I actually always carry odds and sods. Shock cord, I've got cable ties. You always need your snuffer bottles for any gold you do find. Oh yeah, some ibuprofen. Yeah, you've heard it all before really, but I thought I'd just share all this with you. Nothing in there. First aid kit, always carry one of them. Bandages, pads, suntan cream, won't need that today. Tissues, you never know. And more bandages. And also, these kind of little picking tools, they always come in handy when you're onto nice little gold in the fine cracks. I've got some tweezers as well somewhere. And then they are really useful. So I've just been starting out on this channel of bedrock. Obviously over thousands of years the water's cut through this section, and I'm just interested to see what's here on some of this loose rock. You can pull away some of it with your hands like that. I just want to get into a few of these little cracks like you can see here, and then I'll get the dirt. You know what I do anyway. Little scoops of it in your hand like that stuff. And see what's there. There is something interesting, I'll show you closely here. I'm looking here at what looks like a band of something with iron in it. That looks quite interesting there. That's one reason why I started to scrape around this section. You see the oxidisation going on. And then I've been working out that paste there. Look at the colour of that. That's really, really browny red. You know, my thinking is if there's any small diddy specks just to prospect here, it could be lying somewhere in there. So there's the contents of the pan. You can see we've got a lot of very pasty sediments. Let's work that all through, get the heavies to the bottom and see what is in there. Well, nothing in there at all, no dark sands, nothing. All light materials, not even a speck of lead. So there's nothing happening here. So we're just going to move a little bit further on down the stream. We've got a nice line here, and right there is a nice drop-off point just beneath the tripod here. However, I have now found some pretty nice looking quartz inside the rock. It's been washed up from down there somewhere. As you can see there, that's quite interesting. Lots of dirty colour in there. Nice. Look at that. So we'll do a little pan down there now and see what we come up with.
So let's have a look at the geology map of where we are today. And this area is mainly made up of sedimentary bedrock, which consists of sandstone, siltstone and mudstone. It was formed 426 million years ago during the Silurian period. There's also a lot of glacial till in the area from the last two ice ages of 116,000 years ago and 12,000 years ago. And looking at the satellite image there, highlighted in yellow, is the main section of river that I'm working on today. But if we look further down that valley, there were two areas of interest on the layers of the map, and these were minor igneous intrusions which were formed over 400 million years ago during the Devonian period. But I'm still thinking that any gold we find in this area was moved by the ice sheets from elsewhere in England or possibly Scotland.
Well, I can't believe it. I've got one piece of gold in here. I mean, it's small. I expected it to be small, if anything. Just down there. One pan. And it's very visible. Hey! If you can always see it with the GoPro, then you know you're doing all right. I hope you can see that. I mean, it's a super small speck. Just from that spot down there. It floats. And there you go. Well, one speck of gold. I think we'll get the sluice out. We'll have a go down there at them gravels. Worth it. And to me that looks like a nice little place to plop the sluice. A bit slippy on them rocks. Get a sluice going there. What do you think? Not enough flow? Yeah, we can do something with that.
And so it was simply a case of building a dam wall and getting the flow right in order for the sluice to run. Now that wee speck of gold I'd found on my third pan, so it was time to get down there with the sluice set up and really get into the gravels on that section of bedrock. And this hand pump, it really does the business. It draws up all the gravels, anything that's down there, which can then be classified, which then later settles in the bottom of the bucket.
Right, that's the bucket filled up. I don't want it too heavy, it's quite slippy on here. So, nice sizable amounts. See a bit of quartz there. So, let's feed that nicely down there. Yeah, it's running very slow, very steady. We're in no rush. It's been a long time for this video to come out. Just get so busy these days. It's nice to think there's no one to bother me. I'm in some fantastic open countryside. Them hills up there are really impressive. The dog's having a nice day out. He's not been out with me for ages to the river. So that's the section we've just worked there, where the speck of gold was. I'm looking across the flow here. There looks like bedrock, a nice wide crevice there, something here, and right where the sluice is, you can see that band of bedrock with the grey rocks inside it. That's worth cleaning out now there, I think.
And so if we look at this diagram, I'll show you what I was hoping to discover. And having removed all them boulders in the way, I was hoping to see some little cracks at the bottom of the bedrock and find some tiny pieces of gold. But let's have a look in more detail with the underwater camera. As you can see there, if there's anything heavy, it would have settled quite nicely in them crevices and in that little scallop section. It's always interesting to have a look under the water, see what's going on. But anyway, I was getting peckish, and it was time for something to eat. So, this lad here is telling me it's time for something to eat, and he knows what's in that bag. Where is it? Did we find it? Oh, it's been a while since you've had your lunch. Out of a gold pan, isn't it? So come on. Oh, I can feel it. Yeah. There they are. Just enough for a snack. Right, let's have a look. Oh, let's get that cleaned out. Right, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, there you go. Good boy. Good lad. Not done this for ages. He's a good boy. He's getting old now though. But he's made it up here today, that's great. Anyway, it's time for my buses. Getting posh these days. But I'm on my Old Faithful here. You know what it is, don't you? We're on tuna with tomato sauce. It's always good, that. I've got one left in there. So not only now has he had his dinner, he wants my dinner. Well, you're not having any, lad. It's for me. Isn't it? Tell you what I'm liking as well. These cherry tomatoes. And just for the record, I'd
nice.
eaten my crab sticks the night before for my supper.
So yeah, we'll just keep on feeding this gently. I hope you can see from up there. I've probably got a better view than anybody up there. But maybe from that angle you can make out now the clearance I've done here. So there you have it. It's my first trip out to a river for 2022. Been a long time coming. I don't mean to disappoint you, I'll always be honest. And prospecting is all about finding the areas, putting a mark on the map, is it a yes or a no? And I think today, I'm going to go with a no. And like I said earlier, we know there's gold way down there on the main river system. But this was a place I had to come and have a look at. It's always interested me, and if anything, it's breathtakingly beautiful. And I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. And I hope you have too. It's all about having a bit of fun. The dog's down there, he's telling me it's time to go home. He's been looking after all my equipment while I've been up here.